Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Body Mind Healing. My name is Maria Sanchez. I am the author of the book Through the Storm, and my background is in holistic health, family practice, psychiatric mental health, and a doctor of nursing practice. The case for today is When Healing Hurts, Ayahuasca and What Nobody Tells You. When people talk about ayahuasca, they often speak about visions, release, ancestors, trauma, ego death, and spiritual awakening. But that is not the whole story. There is another side that is not discussed enough: the impact that ayahuasca can have on the human body. Not enough people talk about what can happen when the experience exceeds the capacity of the nervous system. Not enough people talk about those who do not return home simply transformed, but instead return destabilized, frightened, symptomatic, and medically confused. That was my experience. My encounter with ayahuasca was not casual. I was not looking for entertainment. I was not chasing visions. I was not trying to escape my life. I was desperately searching for answers and help. I had a constellation of complex symptoms that my colleagues, doctors, could not explain, and I carried sensitivities that I did not fully understand. When I practiced this sacred ritual, I thought I was entering a healing process, but my body experienced it as an overwhelming shock. What nobody warned me about is that a spiritual opening can exceed the body's capacity. Nobody explained that the autonomic nervous system can become destabilized. Nobody told me that the body might not simply purge and reset, but could enter a state of deep dysregulation. Nobody told me that after the ceremony ended, the real crisis might begin, and that it might be prolonged, agonizing, and incredibly difficult to navigate. In my case, the effects were not temporary. My body shifted into a survival state. I developed severe autonomic symptoms. My heart rate, blood pressure, temperature regulation, sleep cycle, circulation, breathing, and ability to tolerate standing were terribly impacted. My body no longer responded appropriately to ordinary life. And then came the second injury, being medically dismissed. When you tell people that you became unwell after a spiritual or plant medicine experience, many do not know where to place you. Some spiritual people might say, it is just energy. Some medical people might say, it is anxiety, panic, or psychosis. Some people might assume you are exaggerating. Others might think you simply had a bad trip. But my experience was not just a bad trip. It was a body that could no longer regulate itself normally. That is what nobody warned me about. Nobody told me that an experience described as healing could leave the body in a state of collapse. Nobody told me that the nervous system might remain activated long after the ceremony was over. Nobody told me that the physical aftermath could become more difficult than the spiritual experience itself. This is why I believe we need more honesty around plant medicine. Ayahuasca is powerful. For some people, it might bring insight, release, and healing, but powerful does not automatically mean safe for everybody. A person can enter with a sacred intention and still become overwhelmed. A person can be spiritually open and still be psychologically vulnerable. A person can receive meaning from the experience and still suffer physical consequences afterwards. Both things can be true. I'm not sharing this to create fear or persuade people from using sacred plants. I am sharing it because people deserve to be informed. They deserve to know that the body matters. They deserve to know that preparation is not only spiritual, it is also physical, emotional, medical, and related to the nervous system. Before entering an intense healing space, people need to ask deeper questions. Is my body stable enough for this? Is my nervous system already overloaded? Do I have a history of trauma, panic, autonomic nervous symptoms, medication sensitivity, or unexplained physical reactions? Is there proper screening? Is there skilled support? Is there professional aftercare? What happens if my body does not return to baseline afterwards? These questions matter. For me, the lesson was not that the spiritual world is false. The lesson was that intensity is not always healing. Opening is not always integration. A breakthrough can become an injury if the body cannot hold it. I still honor the search that led me there. I still honor my intention, but I also honor the truth of what happened to my body. And my truth is this: ayahuasca opened something faster than my nervous system could integrate. That is the part that nobody warned me about. So today, when I speak about healing, I speak with caution, reverence, and discernment. I do not believe every path is right for every person. I do not believe every sacred medicine is safe for everybody. I do not believe physical or emotional suffering should be dismissed as transformation when the person needs help. Healers should not leave people alone with symptoms they cannot understand. Spiritual work should not bypass the body. And no one should be told that their collapse is just part of the journey when their nervous system is asking for protection, stabilization, and care. If this message resonated with you, my book, Through the Storm, delves deeper into the journey of healing, faith, nervous system survival, and reconnecting with the self. You can find it on Amazon under Maria Piedad DMP. If you like this video, like it, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.